I know the stat about old people getting STDs is a little disturbing, but is it disturbing because we care about the spread of STDs? Or is it disturbing because we just don't like picturing old people having sex? Now maybe the old people are thinking, hey, the older I get, the more risks I'm willing to take. I mean, let's face it, getting an STD when I'm 70 probably isn't going to affect my quality of life. Not to mention the fact that if you're lucky enough to get some nookie at age 70, it's probably worth the risk. As your age goes up, your chances of getting a little something goes down, and your willingness to risk an STD probably goes up as well. So why do you talk about boobs and put up all those pictures of boobs? Well, let me try to put my thumb on that one. Oh, I can't put my thumb on that one. I'm afraid I might scratch it with my nail, my thumbnail. I'm of two minds in this approach. One, it's kind of a cheesy way to get views, and two, it's actually more pathetic that it works. I mean, it's not your fault that people click on a thumbnail just because they see boobs. In some ways, it's false advertising because your thumbnail implies minutes of boobs, where in fact there are only seconds. But still, if you have to resort to YouTube for your porn needs, you deserve to be disappointed. Now this next segment is related to that reporter who was sexually harassed. Okay, I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this, but what did you expect? Men think about sex approximately every 3 minutes. When a woman dresses provocatively, she does it to get noticed by men. Let's face it, it's not to get noticed by women. Most women aren't impressed by other women's cleavage. Some women say, well, why should I dress differently just because men are pigs? Well, you're dressing the way you are because you know men are pigs and you want the attention. And then when that attention goes too far, you cry, well, what did I do? I'm not by any means saying that it's right to sexually harass a woman, but putting your goods out there for all to see and then pretending you don't know why a perv might make some unwanted advances? Well, I just don't get that. Like I said, men are pigs. It's not our fault. We're hardwired that way. If you believe in evolution as I do, then it's easy to conceive why men are pigs. Way back when, before we were civilized, it made sense for a man to have sex with as many women as often as possible. It helped ensure men that their gene pool would be spread out and thus go on. The men who didn't think about sex and didn't have any nookie, well, their lines are just gone. Now that part of man is still in the back of our heads. Now we do our best to fight it off, but there's a reason why the porn industry and sex in general is a big seller. Now most men control their urges, one, because it's disrespectful to women, and two, it's not conducive to a long-term relationship, which to most men is more important than being a man whore. But despite all that, the thought of being a porn star does go through our minds every once in a while. If you're going to dress in a way that gives men a stiffy, then don't be shocked if a man wants to grab you, and don't be shocked if a woman thinks that you're a tramp. If I leave my car running anytime I go to the store, and then it gets stolen, I probably shouldn't be surprised. Now, it's wrong for people to steal my car. I shouldn't have to worry about leaving my car running when I go to the store. Why should I have that inconvenience in my life because other people want to steal my car? If the cops came and I said, somebody stole my car, I mean, I left it running, but people shouldn't be stealing my car, he'd probably shake his head, get in his cruiser, and leave. One more thing. Women who do that don't really understand men. To most men, there are two kinds of women. Women we want to have sex with, which is about 95% of the population, and women we'd like to actually be in a relationship with, which is about 5% of the population. Now, men love the slutty outfits that women wear to garner some attention, but then they tend to find those outfits not so hot anymore once they enter into a relationship with the girl. Men look at women like that and go, sex? Yes. Relationship? No. Anyway, that's all I have. Be sure to check out my other channel with my weekly show, which is more comedy related and stuff. And thanks for watching.